This is Jeopardy! And now your host, Mr. Justin! Thank y'all. You are too kind. Welcome to Horsemen Jeopardy episode number 3. First, before we get started, let's meet the contestants. All right, as I said before, my name is Mr. Justin. This is Horsemen Jeopardy number 3. First, I would like to introduce you to let's see here, before he comes on, my brother, who is the one, the only, the brand man, the Flying Ryan, Mr. Roo TV. What's up, Roo? You ready for this?
Yeah, I've been ready. It's been a while. I haven't been on the Hangout for a while, but I'm ready to make good and whoop some ass tonight.
All right, Roo, I gave you the Brawl for All theme song if you can't hear it.
I think, yeah, I noticed that. Thank you. I feel very Bart Gunnish.
All right, next I would like to introduce to you the master of disaster, the page with the rage, from Loudon, New Hampshire, Steven, Triple H guy, Page.
What's going on?
What's up, Steve? I gave you your Evolution theme. You hear it?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. I saw Ric Flair on the ESPYs tonight. He was there. Welcome, Steve. I hope you're an underdog in tonight's Jeopardy contest, but I hope you win. So I'm rooting for you. All right, next on the docket to introduce, I would like to introduce to all of you one of my best friends, the two-time Ocean City Mini Golf Open champion. He is the smart from Sacred Heart, Mr. Z, Anthony Zorzi.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Ant?
What's going on?
How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm ready to put my college degree to good use and win in Jeopardy.
All right, cool. And last but not least, it is time for the defending champion. He is the Scourge of Pigeon Forge, the father of that Corky Yorkie. He is the two-time defending Jeopardy champion. He is from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, Big Josh Hinkle.
Hey, the champ is here. I'm here.
What's up, Josh?
Okay, nobody read what I put on there. Who is Andre the Giant?
Why are you talking about Andre the Giant?
I don't know. I was watching that Saturday Night Live skit earlier.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know.
And I'd like to tell you what you guys are playing for tonight besides Pride, and that is the World Heavyweight Jeopardy Championship right here. Now, You may be asking yourself, if Josh is the champion, why do I have it? Well, I drove down to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee the other day, and I stole it from him. So that's why I have it. So you're going to have to get it from me. Okay? Josh, I don't know if you know this, but I took it from you.
Okay, so let me do this then. There you go.
Okay. All right.
Okay, let's do this. Let's say the title's on the line in a Jeopardy four-way match. Fatal four-way match.
It's a Texas tornado match.
Yeah.
Or a meat tornado, as we call it.
And whoever wins is the official Jeopardy Horsemen Hangout Jeopardy champion. Let's declare that tonight, okay?
Yeah. One quick thing before we get started, and then after we do Jeopardy, we'll chat a little bit about what we normally chat about. But we're going to have a final Jeopardy question, and that will be worth 100 points, just so you know.
Hey.
Okay, so let me
Just
share
run it.
my screen here, make sure everybody can see. Screen share. Google Hangouts would like to share the content of your screen. Yes, let me share that.
I'd like to share something with Mr. Zorzi. As you may know, the movie stop in Kernersville is going out of business, so I got this little trinket for dirt cheap, Mr. Z. It is a Gustavo Fring.
Oh, very cool.
You see it right there, Gustavo Fring action figure, Breaking Bad. Very
From
good.
Better Call Saul Season 3?
To go with
No, this is from Better Call Saul, hopefully Season 3. This is a
my Walter White bobblehead.
Oh, sweet. Oh, what just happened? Oh, that's your screen.
All right. Now, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Your categories tonight are, first off, American Legends. Secondly, 90s movies. You will tell me what movie the photo comes from. Next, who said it? I'm looking for who said the quote. Fourth, celebrities on WWE. And fifth, as always, potpourri. So are you guys aware of the rules, and are you ready to get started?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. As defending champion, Big Josh, you will pick first. So go right ahead.
Okay, Eddie, what do you want me to pick? Well, Google celebrities. Okay. Let's set celebrity for 50.
Celebrities for 50. Answer. Once it loads. Uh-oh.
And the suspense builds. That's not peanut butter. Are you stuck?
Why didn't it load? Hold on.
Hey, I'm going to win. Yeah, you on the
On it. And here we go. Should be loading soon.
Okay.
What is going on here? Oh, don't look at that. Damn it. Did anybody see that?
I saw colorful musician. That's all I saw.
Oh, I forgot to hit start game. That's my bad, guys. Hang on. Can you not see my screen right now?
Yeah.
I
We're
can
good.
see.
Let me go back. I got it start game.
Rue, while we're waiting for Justin, I know Amazon Prime Day was yesterday, but today, I'm sure you have it, but for anyone that doesn't have it, the 30th anniversary box set of Back to the Future is $20 today.
Really? Blu-ray or?
Blu-ray, yeah. DVD 15, Blu-ray's 20. Blu-ray's 20. Yeah. And that has the footage of the old Back to the Future ride that was in Universal in it.
Oh, really? It's probably got the whole video, the thing you used to watch in the.
Yeah, I have the 25th
Probably-
Blu-ray set, so I'm not like buying the 30th, but it's a great deal.
Yeah, it is definitely. I have a trilogy on DVD that I got about maybe 11 years ago. The blue box, blue.
You're talking about movies. Look at this iconic car right here. Herbie. You know Herbie the Love Bug?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Herbie Fully Loaded.
Now this is from the 60s. Herbie goes bananas.
Z on Amazon Prime Day, was there was like free, what was it, like, there was a lot of deals, but was there free shipping?
Yeah, well, you have to have Amazon Prime, and when you have
Right,
Amazon
free
Prime,
shipping.
it's free 2-day shipping.
Yeah,
A lot of the shit I bought, though, came in today, so it was like overnight shipping.
right. Yeah, I love Amazon.
Yeah, I got my Scott Hall DVD when I think I ordered it Wednesday night and was here by Friday. So
Yeah, I was really surprised when I came home and from work and there was boxes at my door. I was like, all right.
Did
All right,
anyone?
let's try this again.
All
I
right.
think it's all right now. All right, going back.
Mr. Hinkle, nice Hulkamania shirt, but begs the question. Is the reason you're wearing this Hulkamania shirt because Hulk Hogan tweeted you last week?
Nah. So, well, I'm shocked that he did.
What was your reaction when Hogan tweeted you? What was your reenact here? Act it out right now. Pretend you're reading your computer or phone, whatever you read your tweets on, and then act out how you reacted. Because I would have went, marked out pretty hard. Let's see.
My inner little child, little hoaxer came out.
You jumped up, or did so? Do like the ear thing or something. How did you mark out? Yeah, you did that.
I jumped out of my chair and I was marking out.
Well, did you tell Mrs. Hinkle and your dad John about this? Because they probably know Hulk Hogan, right?
Yeah.
They probably got excited about it, right? They don't like. They should have. I mean, that's Hulk Hogan. That's a big movie star tweeting their son.
They
didn't care. They shunned their son for getting tweeted.
How would you stop?
They shunned. Oh, I know. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I just realized because of the whole controversy with Hogan and the comments on the sex tape, they probably don't want to.
Oh Lord.
All right. Here we go.
Here's a cat that's never made an appearance.
Are you guys ready?
Here's Juniper. Look at Juniper here. Hey, look at
Juniper.
Juniper.
Drew, are you ready?
Juniper's yeah.
We're playing Jeopardy.
All right.
Get your serious face on, Rue.
Listen, I am the host. No more interruptions. I apologize for the technical difficulties, but let's get on with the show. All right?
All right, let's do.
All right.
Roast it.
Now, celebrities on WWE for 50.
Yes. Big Josh.
Steven.
Big Josh. This colorful musician was the timekeeper WrestleMania 1.
Who is Liberace?
It was Liberace is correct. Big Josh for 50. Big Josh, pick again.
Go for the 40. Celebrity.
Answer. This funny man host.
TV.
Big Josh.
Who is Drew Carey?
This funny man host entered the 2001 Royal Rumble and eliminated himself. Drew Carey is correct.
Keep going for 30.
All right. This Hit King feuded with Steven at 3 separate WrestleManias. That was Stephen Page.
Who is Pete Rose?
Pete Rose is correct.
I will take 90s movies for 50.
90s movies for 50. This is a good category. I like it. Here you go.
Steven.
Stephen Page.
Beyond the Mat. What is Beyond the Mat?
What is Beyond the Mat is correct.
How are we buzzing in? How are we buzzing in again, host?
You got to say your name. That's all you got to do.
That's what I did the first time, and nobody heard it for like one of the first questions.
Okay, I will take. Sorry about that, Rue, but I will take 90s movies for 40.
90s movies for 40.
Big Josh.
Big Josh?
I think I have that one, but go ahead.
Can anybody help me? I only heard Josh. Anybody hear Ant?
Yeah,
I think Anthony was in there.
Yeah, go. Anthony, you can have the points.
That is, what is Clueless?
Yeah, he can have it. Out of respect, Mr. Z.
It's not out of respect. I was in first.
We're not giving him anything. I need help. I can't always hear everybody's calling. So, Ant, go ahead and pick.
Let's do 90s movies for 30.
90s movies for 30.
Mr. Z.
Well, that was a tie. I think I got Rue in there. Rue?
What is Rush Hour?
What is Rush Hour? Rue's on the board. Rue, pick.
I will take celebrities on WWE for 20.
Celebrities on WWE for 20. Answer. This
Josh.
man forced Vince to shave his head after Bobby Lashley.
Josh.
Big Josh.
Who is Donald Trump?
Are you how does he read it that fast?
I skimmed.
Before I even read it, you said Josh. How the hell do you do that?
I skim.
Did you buy that infomercial, the speed reading in 1999? Remember that one? The infomercial?
Yeah, I remember. No.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right, Josh, go ahead.
Who said it for 50?
You said it for 50. Answer. He is none other than the Shockmaster.
Rue.
Rue. Who said it?
Who is Sting?
Correct. Sting.
Nice.
The Shockmaster. Rue, it's your category. You got to pick.
Okay, I will go with. You know what? I gotta make up some ground. American Legends for 50.
American Legends for 50. Answer. Man who urged by any means necessary.
Steven.
I couldn't hear that. When I read, I can't hear. Can somebody help me?
Josh.
I think it was Josh.
Right.
I think it was Josh.
Who is Martin Luther King?
No, incorrect.
Z.
Rue?
Who is Malcolm X?
Yeah.
Malcolm X is correct. Rue, 2 straight 50s. Go ahead, Rue.
I'll take 90s movies for 20.
90s movies for 20.
Josh.
How the?
I didn't even see it.
Josh.
What is Goodfellas?
Correct. What is
I
Goodfellas?
guessed. I really didn't know that. That was a guess.
You guessed that one?
Yeah.
I would have never gotten it because honestly, never seen the movie.
Wait, how would you guess that that's Goodfellas? Guys sitting around a dinner table.
It's Robert De Niro. That's the only thing I remember.
Okay. All right, Big Josh, go ahead.
Go Potpourri for 50.
Potpourri for 50. Answer. This is the city.
Steven.
Josh.
I think Josh had that one.
Bikini. What is Bikini Bottom?
Is Bikini Bottom's correct?
Go for 40.
Sadly, I knew that and I don't even watch the show.
What is it?
What?
Nothing.
Go for Potpourri for 40.
Potpourri for 40. This scientist discovered 3 laws of motion. Josh.
I think that was Z.
I think it was too. The past 2 ones have been me. Who is Sir Isaac Newton?
It was Newton, correct. And for some reason, I'm not hearing your audio that well. That might be why I'm not hearing you. I hear Josh. I hear Steve. That's like the biggest ones I hear.
I can hear Z pretty good. It might just be your feed or something.
All right, Z, go ahead.
Hold on, I'll make my volume a little bit bigger, a little louder.
There you go.
Give me a second.
Ooh.
Oh, brother.
Oh well.
All right. Give me American Legends for 40. Is that better?
Yes. You know, if you guys can agree to this, I think I'm not gonna read it out loud. I'm gonna let you guys read it, if you can all read it, and then I'm just gonna listen for the buzzer because it's hard.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably better. Yeah, it is better.
I can't say it and hear it at the same time. So.
All right, good.
All right, American Legends for 40.
Z.
Ant.
Who is Ernest Hemingway?
Ernest Hemingway's correct.
Oh my
Wrote
God.
Old Man in the Sea. Ant, pick again.
Let's do American Legends for 30. Z.
Ant.
Who is who is Marilyn Monroe?
Correct, Marilyn Monroe. It's 30. Z, go again.
Let's do Who Said It for 40.
All right, ready? Who said it for 40?
Rue.
Rue.
Who is CM Punk?
It was CM Punk in his pipe bomb speech, correct. We have a tight game going on here. Rue, it's your turn.
I'll take celebrities on WWE for 10.
All right.
Rue.
Josh.
Rue.
Mike. Who is Mike Tyson?
It was Iron Mike Tyson, correct. Rue for 10.
Okay.
All right, Rue.
I will take Potpourri. By the way, I just realized Mr. Lane isn't here. Potpourri for 30.
All right, Potpourri for 30.
Rue.
Rue.
I I'm going to say the top. I don't know the year, but what is Hannes Wagner? Tops.
Hannes Wagner is correct for Rue. Rue, go ahead.
I'm going to go with. We'll go Potpourri for 20.
All right, Potpourri for 20.
Rue.
I think that was Z.
What is Nevada?
Correct. The only state where prostitution is legal is Nevada. Z for 20. All right.
Interesting question.
Just in case you guys.
Let's do American Legends for 20.
American Legends for 20. You guys both missed last week when one of the questions I asked was OJ guilty? Did OJ do it? And the correct answer is yes. All right, ready? American Legends for 20.
Z.
Yeah. Gosh.
Z.
Who is Abraham Lincoln?
Correct. It was Abraham Lincoln.
I should have paid attention in history class, Hank Kovich's class.
I was an American history minor at LaSalle University. Told you I was going to put my college education to good use. Let's do American Legends for 10.
Okay.
Rue.
Rue.
Who is Babe Ruth?
Correct. Babe Ruth. All right. We got 5 more. Go ahead, Rue.
I will take. Well, I have no choice. I got to make up ground. Who said it for 30? Rue.
Rue.
Who is Zack Ryder?
It was the Ice Z. Is that what his name is? Yeah, that's correct.
Long Island IZ back in his YouTube days. I don't know if he still does his YouTube show.
All right. Go ahead, Rue.
I will take. Who said it for 20?
All right.
Josh.
Oh.
Big Josh.
Who is Al Snow?
Al Snow is correct. All right, Big Josh, pick again.
90s movies for 10.
90s movies for 10.
Josh.
Josh.
What is Black Sheep?
Z.
Incorrect.
No, I know.
No, that's wrong. Yeah. Zeke.
And
What is Tommy Boy?
Yeah, I mixed them up.
correct, Tommy Boy.
I got
Steven.
mixed up.
Steven does a good rendition of Fat Guy in a Little Coat.
Yes, he does.
And
Potpourri for 10.
With mine, I'm trying to get back in this game, but something's going on with my technology.
all right, Potpourri for 10.
Yes.
Josh.
Josh.
Steven.
What is Chick-fil-A?
There we go.
Correct, Chick-fil-A. All right, and the last is who said it for 10. I will click on this one.
Josh.
Rue. Oh.
That was Josh again.
Who is Kurt Angle?
All right, who is Kurt Angle's correct? I'm hoping this Final Jeopardy thing works. I don't want to be that great though. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I didn't think this out. I didn't think this through here.
Can we direct message you our answer and you read them aloud?
Can you guys like write on something? And I don't want anybody to say it. It's the closest to the pin question. It's not. You know what? I think this should be worth 50. I don't think it should be worth 100. I don't think it's worth 50.
Why don't we write or type it and then show the screen?
I got
All right.
search.
All right, I'm gonna give you guys like 15 seconds after I say it. So just write it or type it, and then I'm gonna go to you guys with your answer. Okay?
All right, mine on index cards.
All right. You guys, you have like a phone or something near?
Yeah, I'm gonna write on the notes app on the iPhone.
All right. This will be 50 here. Ready?
Yep.
Go for it.
Final question.
I don't know what. Something's going on with my phone. I
This
can't
is the
see
number-
any.
Listen to the question. This is the number of combined wives of Paul McCartney and Larry King.
And that's no cheating, nobody. No Googling. Okay, I'll just say.
This is for 50. Alrighty. You guys put your answers up to the board there all together. I need it. Alright, Big Josh, 16. This is closest to the pin is what I was saying. So Rue said 7, Z 7, 16 for Big Josh. Steve, what do you have? Steve, I don't see you there.
Muted, I think.
Yeah, you're muted, Steve.
You got booted. Muted and booted.
Alright, well the correct answer was 11.
Oh.
It was 11. So Z and Rue were within 4. Josh was 5. So Z and Rue, you guys will you'll share the 50.
Or we have a tiebreaker.
Yeah. See, I didn't think this through. No, I'm just gonna give you both 25. Okay.
Split it. Okay, I mean, that's more fair, I think. That makes more sense, I think. 25 and 25.
All right. Now I am going back to the camera. You can see my beautiful face again. And I will have to add up the scores here. Talk amongst yourselves, Rue. I mean, talk about. First,
I gotta bring up something. What a blatant ripoff the WWE did Monday night with this Bray Wyatt, Wyatt Brothers against New Day scene.
Now, Rue, I haven't watched Raw in ages, so tell me, just.
So basically, they did a spin-off, I don't know, similar type cinematic style fight in the middle of the woods at the Wyatt family compound. It's basically just the woods between the Wyatts and New Day, and they did it all cinematic style. Weird camera angles, lighting, a little bit of hardcore, but it just came off so hack compared to the Final Deletion. Even if you didn't like, I think even if you didn't like the Final Deletion, you could probably conclude that this was such a cheap attempt to capitalize on that, and the fact that they tried and came up short just shows you how one person, Jeremy Borash, can out-create 27 writers or whoever the hell they have that produces that stuff. It was just sad. It was awful. And it was let's see, Final Deletion aired Tuesday night. That aired less than a week later, the following Monday. So 6 days later they rip them off. And it was awful. So that's all.
I think personally, yeah, I think if you all watched the Final Deletion, we know that it was a ripoff. So if it was done maybe a couple months later, maybe those feelings wouldn't be there. That we would probably say, hey, maybe that was a good attempt. They did that in TNA a couple months ago.
Yeah, I think the timing of it, Steven, definitely. That was like how could they not know? I mean, first of all, the person who makes the decisions,
they knew. They definitely knew.
It's Vince, and Vince probably Vince doesn't watch TNA, so that decision was probably made by Vince, and it was an idiotic decision.
Oh, he knew. He had some crony told him about it, and he probably Googled it,
yeah.
And he probably saw it and saw what it was. Probably watched 5 seconds of it and said, I could do better than that.
Do something similar. Yeah. Hey, he could be right. I'm not behind. I don't know. So I don't know, but really came off as a cheap hack imitation of it. Just my opinion.
And it's so weird to see WWE like. It's not a WWE move.
No, it's funny. It's funny. It's ironic because TNA usually does crap like that. Like yeah.
Strange.
All right, I have in my hands the results to Horseman Jeopardy number 3. It was a great game by all, very tightly contested, but I'd like to announce the results here. So, drum roll.
Drum roll, Big John.
That was me. In 4th place, despite some technical difficulties, I apologize on my part, on your part, Stephen Page with a score of 80. I think you would have had a better score if the technical difficulties were not there. The top 3 were all very close, but I'll give you the top 3 right here. In 3rd place, unfortunately, our defending champion, Big Josh, with a score of 220.
So that means we have a new Jeopardy champion.
Wait for it. Our second place, Big Josh scored 220. Our second place person scored a 225. Very close. Beat him by 5 points. Our first place winner won with a score of 275. And that person who won the new Horsemen Hangout Jeopardy champion,
Mr. Z.
Brew TV.
Oh!
Oh well.
Well,
I'm thankful you went down.
Hey, Josh says my name all sad. Oh, Mr. Z. What did I do?
Excuse me?
What did I do?
Okay, I'll remember that next time.
Well, you're the one that was like, "Oh, Mr. Z," like all sad. What did I do?
He was going. Hey, that's my. I'm from the South. Easy.
I'm very happy that
You're the one that came at me.
I'm
Rue,
sorry.
Rue, let me just say that Rue has been the dark horse here, and he said that he would win, and he did it. So, Rue, what do you think?
Well, I knew I would. I would go out on a limb, and honestly, I think I would have even won by a larger margin. But the
Big Josh has left, by the way.
first couple, did he sign out or did he get booted?
He might have got booted. Keep going, Rue.
I would have won by a larger margin, but I had a couple questions slow on the gun. But I told Big Josh that I was going to kick his ass, and I kicked his ass pretty handedly. You know, I think Z helped in that. I think Z helped a lot. Z had a lot of great answers. A lot of the questions I had no idea the history. So hats off to Mr. Z for some of those history questions and some of the other ones that I had no idea. But yeah. So bottom line is, to conclude, yes, I kicked
Rue?
some ass.
This is yours right here. You see that? This is
Thank
yours.
you. Thank you. It's good to have some gold back in the family here. I've been
But, you know, I'm just glad you guys have some fun with this Jeopardy thing that I do. You know, hopefully you guys enjoy it. And, you know, I'm sure you guys know it takes an effort to pull it together. But I enjoy you guys have fun. So that's what's most important.
What I want to know is, when are you going to throw your name into the contestant ring?
Well, what's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to show you guys the website, and somebody's going to have to be the host. I think Z would be a good host, or maybe
I
even
would gladly step in and host the Jeopardy for you to be a contestant.
All right, maybe I'll pass along the website.
Next time we hang out, you'll have to show me how to do it, and I will gladly step aside so you can take the reins.
The Roman Reigns.
So what happened to? I know I missed it. What happened to Mr. Lane? Why couldn't he play tonight?
I think he sent us a message via Instagram. Check that out, Mr. Rue.
Twitter, he said that he was under the weather. I don't think he went to work today either. So he sends his. I don't know if he's watching, but he wishes he could be here. So anyway.
Mr. Hinkle's having technical difficulties. He just got booted out again. A pigeon forge boot.
A big boot. So yeah, let's get on with the show here. You guys started talking about the final deletion, but kind of the WWE angle on it. I wanted to get. I'll start with Steve. Your take on the TNA side of it.
Well, we kind of already covered that, Just. Why don't we talk about the draft coming up next week?
All right. Well, I'm gonna break up the wrestling talk. I wanted to talk about Ghostbusters.
All right, go ahead.
Paul Feig, I heard an interview today. It's actually one interesting thing about this movie is a lot of people were outraged that there's women Ghostbusters, and I wasn't outraged at that. But after I saw the trailer, I was kind of disappointed, and I thought it didn't look that funny. But from the reviews, they're not saying it's amazing, but they're saying it's not bad. They're saying it's worth going out to see. So I'll start. I guess Steve. Were you a Ghostbusters kid growing up, and will you see this new one?
Wah, wah.
All right. I don't know what his technical difficulty is. Z, what do you say to that question?
Yeah, I love the movies. I remember the animated TV show. So, you know, I'm willing to give this movie a chance. You know, I like the ladies that are playing the title roles. I think they're all funny. I just don't. I don't understand why the first trailer was like the most disliked video in YouTube history. I get it that it's not gonna be the same without the original cast, but I don't know when I'm gonna see it, if I see it in theaters or not, but I'm gonna go in with an open mind. So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
Yeah, Rue, I know you're probably on that end too. Are you gonna? I don't know if you're gonna go out to the movies to see it, but are you?
I'm staying open-minded. I grew up with Ghostbusters. I was a big fan. God, going back to like 5 years old up until, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 years old. Probably. And I'm going to see it with open-minded. The trailers didn't look so hot because visually it doesn't look like the 1980s Ghostbusters, but it really can't unless they purposely. I mean, I think one mistake one thing they could have done to maybe appease the hardcore nerds, Ghostbuster nerds, is maybe do like I don't know, some kind of make it set in a different time period, because I mean the reality is it's set in 2016, so stuff is going to look different. See, even the technology they use to make the ghost CGI. The trailer did suck, but I'm staying open-minded. I really didn't like the review, the little snippet reviews that they had on the commercials that I just saw today. It was kind of like justifying. They weren't like really. I don't know. The comments like a New York Post one said something. It just seemed to like kind of be generic. I don't trust it until I see it. So, bottom line, just like Mr. Z, I'll check it out and judge for myself. I'm not gonna prejudge it. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to see it in the movies or not. I'm not going to go out of my way, but I'll see it eventually.
It might be a red box rental.
By the way, I think this is the first time it's been us three in the Hangout since we started. It's me, Z, and Drew right now.
Didn't even realize that.
Yeah, Steve got booted. He's having technical difficulties, so. Steven's back. Steve, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Do you want to have comment on the Ghostbusters topic there?
We're still on the Ghostbusters topic. Like I was saying.
I was asking, like, were you a Ghostbusters kid growing up, and will you go see the new movie?
I watched these. I liked the original ones with Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray, and they were good movies. Do I have any desire to go to the movie theater and pay $15 to $18 to see this movie? No, I don't.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I'll probably watch it when it comes out on demand or on Netflix or something. But
exactly.
Anyway, there haven't been a lot of movies, great movies out, this summer.
A lot of I know, Jew, you're not the biggest horror fan, but there's a bunch of good ones in the works right now. They're doing a remake of the movie It, which scared the crap out of me when I was a little kid. And then there's Rob Zombie has a new one coming out this September, and then there's there's another big one.
Wait, is that the one starring Jim Gibbons?
Yes, Jim Gibbons, the clown. He was in that. And there's another horror one. What the hell was it? Shit. I don't know. There's a few good horror movies. Other than that, not much else. I think comedies have definitely suffered. Comedies have definitely suffered over the past years because of the PC nature of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't want to take a chance with that anymore.
No, that's it. Sorry, I just distracted. Actually, even though I'm not a big horror fan, Gina, my wife, is. So she drags me into watching some of the stuff on Netflix, but not Netflix, on demand, getting into it a little bit more. But
I was thinking of something real quick, and I'll shut up. One thing I was thinking about comedies. I think the last good era in comedy movies was that Superbad, Judd Apatow era. That seems to be winding down because everybody's moving on to other stuff. Like Jonah's moving on to serious roles and stuff like that. I don't see too much else.
Yeah.
Comedy-wise, my style anyway.
I'll be honest. I agree with Steve. I don't know, like, if there's a purpose even. I want to go to the movies to see like big things that you like. Almost Pixar movies are perfect, but any other movies, I'd rather wait for Netflix or on demand, be in my house.
Right. I've gone to the movies a couple times only just because to hang out with my best friend. We went and saw. Let me see. Oh, what? Oh,
I got something I need to say before you guys finish the show, okay?
Okay.
I want to issue an apology, everybody, because right now I just like a lot of issues is hitting me right now. My ADD, my learning disability, depression starting to kick in, and that's why I left the room. And there's nothing wrong, and I explained to you, Anthony, and it's something I have to do right now. Okay?
all right.
Yeah, I mean, Josh, that's fun. Yeah, that's cool, brother. You're part of the Horseman Hangout here, and
You
I know.
Here's the thing. There's how many people up here? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 of us, and Justin's a host. So
yeah,
3 of us are going to lose. It's not a big deal.
I know.
We move on and we talk about wrestling. So it's not the end of the world. It's such a cool thing.
I know that, but it's just I didn't want to make everybody upset with if I said a stupid comment or something stupid happens. So it's just I have to go. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'll come back next time and things will get better. I promise. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Totally, Josh. If you need time, take it. Thanks for being on the show, and hey, it was a close one. I told you it was one question here or there would have went either way. So
yeah.
Big Josh, wait a minute. Big Josh, you got to plug your no DQ thing.
Really? Yeah, so it was some guy from NoDQ.com named Virtue. It's on his website right now under his latest column. He put the podcast interview I done with him on his on the NoDQ site.
I watched the interview that you had of him on Big Josh TV. It was a fun interview. I like that guy.
Yep, my mom interrupted. She cut a Korean promo.
Oh, I didn't see that, but
yeah, you hear her voice.
Oh, yeah, I like
you guys have a good night, and I'll try.
Virtue. His name is Virtue, right?
Yeah, his name's Virtue. You guys have a good night. Yeah. I'm just gonna try and get things squared away, okay?
All right, get a shower, freshen up, and
good idea.
All right, see you, Big Josh.
Good night, everyone. Good night, Josh. I mean, not everyone. All right. So, a couple other things I want to cover before bedtime here. Z and I both attended a concert last night at Citizens Bank Park. We saw Paul McCartney, Sir Paul himself. It was the first time seeing any Beatle in person, and I saw Paul McCartney. It was a great show. Take it for what it is. He's 70-some years old, and
74.
74. Yeah, I'm sure seeing him 30, 40 years ago was a lot different. So, his energy, he played for freaking 4 hours, so hats off. He showed his age a little bit, but he did a great job in my opinion.
I have a question. Z, was that the first time you saw him?
No, actually it was the 3rd time I've seen him.
All right, so no disrespect to the talent and innovation of Paul McCartney, Justin, but was that something you did just to say would you go back to see it again, or was it like a one-time deal? So it's like, all right, I saw. Let me finish, Joe. I saw Paul McCartney. I can tell people I saw Paul McCartney. No disrespect to him. I get it. But would you go back and see it again, or is it just a one-time deal?
For me, it's a one-time deal, and I really enjoy Beatles music, and I just wanted to see Paul McCartney. He's a living legend, and the thing about it is, and I wish I saw him when he was younger, but his music, it's timeless. But I was telling people it was at Citizens Bank Park, and I feel like at his point in his life, how old he is, he'd be better suited for like an indoor concert or something closer.
Yeah.
He doesn't play really well in like a big arena like rock concert. Like me and Z, I was with Z the first time I saw Bruce Springsteen, and Bruce, the only time, he's in his 60s, and oh my God, he was amazing, and that was inside. That was like, got you pumped up. Paul was a little boring at times, but it was good.
I agree. Sorry, Rube, but he was outside. He's 74 years old, playing for 3+ hours
in the summer.
Hot as hell. You could tell he wore down as the night went on. but I agree with Justin. He would have been better suited for inside, climate-controlled. Like, there was a point there, I agree, it was a little boring that when he was singing, like, his newer stuff and not Beatles songs, I could actually hear, like, the people on the concourse talking as opposed to, like, he was singing, like, a slow song by the piano, and I heard a lot of people on the concourse talking like a Phillies game. I'm like,
Yeah. What was the crowd? I kind of already know the answer, but what was the crowd like in terms of like age-wise?
Well, guess. I want you to guess.
I would say 50% dad's age, which is like 60-year-olds, and then 50%. No, we'll go 60% dad's age people. I would say 50% dad's age, 25%. People in their around your guys' age, our age, about 30. And then you got some younger 20-year-old hipsters who try to be cool and am I right? 25%.
About right. Yeah, that's about right.
25% 20-year-old hipster, 25% late 20s, 30s, and 50% dad's age.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
I have to say, Z, my top moments of the night. First, I thought "Live and Let Die" was awesome with the fireworks, and of course, "Hey Jude" was great. But I really loved how I forget what it's called, the Odi La Di Da song.
Oh, Obladi, Oblada.
Oh my God, they went nuts for that. That was awesome.
Yeah.
People just freaked out.
The Beatles songs were obviously my favorite part. I've seen him 3 times. I saw him last year, and I saw him about 5 or 6 years ago. And I think this was the worst, for me personally, the worst set list that he had.
Wow.
Didn't sing, like, there are a lot of other songs that I've seen him sing, a lot of other old Beatles songs. But that's the thing when you have a guy who's been playing music for so long.
Yeah.
He can pick he's got like 500 songs to pick from before a set list, so.
What did they do? What did they do for an opening? Did he have an opener?
No opener. He just went right on.
Okay.
He actually went on a little bit later. I thought he was going to go on more towards 8, but he was a little late.
We got that email that said he was going to go on stage at 8 o'clock prompt, and he didn't
I was sitting in my seat. Yeah, I was in my seat 10 up waiting for him. But yeah, I'm really happy I saw him, and Z and I are both excited because in August we're going to see Blink-182. That's going to be a different kind of concert. That's going to be more energy, and it's going to be different, but I'm really pumped for that. And then, of course, my brother Rue and I are going to Asbury Park in 2 weeks from tomorrow to see my favorite band, the Bouncing Souls. It's going to be great. Steve, I know you've been sitting there for a while. I was going to ask you, best concert. I know you've been to some because I saw some YouTube videos. What's the best concert that you can remember going to?
Oh, best concert?
I put you on the spot there.
I would say Green Day.
Good.
Nice.
They're about due for a new tour.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw me, my brother, my sister, and we all drove down with my friend, sister, and her husband. We sat in different sections, though. But me, my brother, and my sister were all together, and we all grew up on Green Day. And my brother got us into them, and, so we got to share that experience together, and they rocked the stage for 3 straight hours. I mean, they really didn't take many breaks. I mean, Billy went backstage and took a chug of water or something, whatever he had to do.
What year was that? Steve, what year was that?
That was 2010.
Okay, yeah, good year. They were right after Breakdown.
Right after the American Idiot album. It was before. It was right before the whatever those 3 albums they released.
Right after.
Really
after 21st Century and right before the trilogy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Right. Yes.
We saw that tour in Philly, I think, Rue.
Yeah. When did we see them last? Justin, I went with you. Rue,
we saw them at the Leah Center, and that was.
When Uno came out.
It was 2012.
Brutal Love.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
I think it was late 2012 because the show got pushed back because of Billy's problems.
And didn't we leave for spring training like the next day or something like that, or like 2 days after the concert?
Yeah.
Well, I remember there was like a Monday Night Football game going on or something.
No, Cowboys. No, that was Fall Out Boy. That was when we saw Fall Out Boy.
Yeah. My first concert I ever went to was Green Day in Atlantic City. That was in 2006 or 5. It was the American Idiot tour. That was pretty cool. I saw My Chemical Romance open for them, which they were like not big at all back then, but that was cool.
I don't remember. I don't remember what my first concert was. I've been to so many. I mean,
mine was Crosby, Stills, Nash.
I'm trying to think. Because I went, you kind of go to like concerts with your parents that you get kind of dragged to when you're younger. And sadly, the worst one I could think of, and I'm ashamed to say that I actually saw this guy live, and I don't remember much about it, but I do remember seeing Billy Ray Cyrus live.
There you go. Hey, you fit in. That's a South Jersey. They love their country music down here.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't into him. My dad really wasn't into him, but we kind of got the free ticket, so he said, "Hey, why the hell not go?"
Did you see his little daughter on stage, by chance?
No, she was not on stage. No.
Miley. Rue.
Yeah.
First concert / best concert.
The first concert I ever went to was December 1998 at the Trocadero. I saw Sick of It All. I'm trying to think of any other band. There was one other band called Ensign. It was pretty good. ENSIGN.
Oh, I've seen them. Rue, by the way, I sorry to interrupt you. Sick of It All just had a 30th anniversary show, and there's a really cool video of them online of them playing
Built to Last.
Their big song. I can't think of it.
Anything off Built to Last is really good. They're really good. That they had a couple albums in the '90s that were just really good stuff. I missed them.
Collier.
Yeah, really good stuff. Their newer stuff I don't get with as much, but their older stuff I really like. The best concert I ever went to, I'd have to say, God. I mean, I'm gonna have to say the night we were in the pit, or as close as we could possibly be for not to rip off Stephen Page, but Green Day in 2009 or 10 when we were literally about 20 feet, 15 feet from the stage. Or we were up. I don't think anybody was in front of us.
Yeah.
That was at the old Spectrum. They knocked it down in Philly, the old Philly Spectrum in 2000.
I've never done the pit. Never done the pit. Never really wanted to. It just, I don't know. It'd be cool to be close to a stage for a cool show, but
here's the sucky part, Steven. If you go to a pit at a small show, it's cool. If you go to a pit at a big Green Day show like that, it's the worst, because if you have to piss, you're gonna leave and lose your spot forever. So I remember just holding piss the entire time because I was not losing that spot. We stood there the entire time, moved around a little bit. And people, once Green Day comes on, they push you, and you almost get suffocated against the barrier. Yeah.
That's why I would never do that. Like the opening band, I don't even remember who the hell it was. It might even been that My Chemical Romance. I don't know who the hell it was, but
yeah.
But I didn't really like them. I was there to see Green Day. I could care less who freaking came on stage and how great they were. I was there to see Green Day, so it didn't matter to me. So, and it was like, I don't know if you have like a outdoor like stage theater type area.
Yeah. Yep.
It's called the Comcast Center. It's like, under like a pavilion, like a roof,
Sure.
and the stage right there. And then there's like seats, there's the pit, actually, and then there's seats, and then there's like the lawn seating.
Yeah, we have a venue like that.
Yeah. So we were in like, not the lawn, but we were in the first section of sitting seating, and there was dudes like in front of us, friggin' like moshing on like concrete. It was like, dude, and these guys weren't even like, I wouldn't typically mosh anyways, but I wouldn't definitely mosh to these guys. They were like a punk boy band like type thing.
Yeah, me and Ann are actually gonna, when we see Blink, we're gonna be in that same kind of section that you were in it, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. Any concert, first concert, favorite concert?
First concert, my buddy called me up. We were like freshmen in high school, and his dad had extra tickets. We went and saw Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young
Nice.
at the venue in Camden, which is just exactly like the venue Steve said, and that's where we're seeing Blink-182. We had seats on the lawn, and I didn't know much about them at the time, but just a couple old dudes jamming. It was a good concert, you know.
Couple old songs.
Yeah, and it had rained like a couple hours before the show, so we actually had chairs. But you know, Justin, this place and Rue, you know, Camden is on a big hill.
Right.
So
Yeah.
half the night, people were slipping and falling down the hill. They had a couple cocktails and were like slipping and falling in the wet grass, so that was hilarious. That was my first concert. Best concert? That's a tough one. I always said it was the first time I saw Paul McCartney, but I think Labor Day 2013, I saw Bruce Springsteen at Citizens Bank Park. He played almost 4 hours. I have the actual concert downloaded. It takes up 3 discs. The one show takes up 3 discs. That was an absolutely great show, just from performance and crowd and everything. That was my my favorite concert, I think. I want to ask you guys, if you can, you know, worst concert. Now, most of us don't go to, and we're going to go to a concert to see bands that we like. I know Steve said Billy Ray Cyrus. That's pretty bad. My worst concert was a couple years ago. I went to the MMRBQ, which MMR is Steve MMR is a rock radio station in Philly. They had the two main acts were Stone Temple Pilots and Alice in Chains, and I wanted to see them. But you had to sit around all day for like really shitty bands to get to them.
Right. It was like a festival.
Yeah, it was like 105 degrees, and we were on the lawn, and it just, by the time the main acts went on, I was like dead. That was my worst concert. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. I went to like a festival like that, and like the main band was Avenged Sevenfold. We friggin' walked out. These guys sucked. It was horrible.
That's pretty good. Ben Sevenfold's pretty good.
We didn't think so. I never knew a song from them, so it wasn't like I was going to see them.
Backcountry.
I never saw them live, but I like this stuff.
It was the other band was Seether. They friggin' rocked the stage, and there was another band I can't remember. Oh, 3 Days Grace. Back before.
Nice.
Worst concert, I would say, God. I mean, the only thing that comes to mind is that maybe like the last time we went to the Warped Tour, because I kind of saw the writing on the wall of like the whole kitty pop takeover of the Warped Tour, and it progressively got worse and worse each year. So the punk bands were few and far between. So that was probably the worst when I finally realized that the Warped Tour wasn't as fun as it used to be. But honorable mention, Stephen Page will get a kick out of this. Honorable mention for a good concert. We saw Bouncing Souls about 3 years ago, and CM Punk was there, and he jumped in the mosh pit and moshed with us for about 5 minutes or so, and then he got back on stage. And this was when he was supposedly out with a knee injury, and he was on TV the next Monday. I think that was a Saturday, and he was on TV Monday on crutches after stage diving on Saturday night. So that was pretty cool. That was
that during the when he was gonna he couldn't do a pay-per-view? Was that when was that?
I think he was a champ at the time. I think it was the end of 2012, maybe. I think I don't.
Okay.
I think it was the end of 2012.
Yeah, so the pay-per-view he wasn't gonna be at, and then I don't know if he ended up being at it.
Yeah, but that was really cool to see.
I'll go real quick. I didn't give my best. Well, I'll say my worst first. I'm going through my list in my iTunes to see who I think. And from what one of a band that I used to like a lot, and I still kind of like, but it was a terrible concert, was Sum 41.
Oh.
I saw them at the Note in Westchester. It's not that their music was bad. It's just it was. I don't know if you guys follow them, but their lead singer Derek.
Wasn't he real druggy?
A lot of drugs and alcohol problems. And when we saw him, he was so messed up that he was just like incoherent, drunk, and like wasn't a good show, and it was just like embarrassing.
Shout out to them. They had a good set. I watched on YouTube. They had a good set at the Warped Tour. Speaking of that, last week they had a good set, very good set actually. brought me back to the 90s.
Oh, and then my other worst is when I was at Villanova. Zeal like this because it's a Nova bad thing. For like our junior or senior year, they used to have concerts. They had some good ones. They had like I forget who, but the worst one was Sean Kingston and Brand New.
Oh,
Now Brand New's not bad. They were all right. That's why I went. But Sean Kingston was awful. He only played a couple songs and kept going off stage, and then Brand New came and there was like no energy. Terrible concert.
I gotta butt in one more time because I'm gonna forget. But
Yeah.
this is another honorable mention. I went to school at Stockton University. Well, back then it was Stockton State College. And Gavin DeGraw was coming in to do a show, and he canceled, but his opening act didn't, and that would be the Dropkick Murphys, and that was an awesome show. That was probably my favorite memory of college, seeing the Dropkick Murphys at Stockton in the center there. That was awesome.
Nice.
Another worst one for me, definitely worst one for the main act that I went to go actually see that I wanted to actually see. I saw in 2009 we went to Hailstorm, Shinedown, and the main card was Stained, and the same exact thing with somebody said that that Aaron Lewis was completely drunk. He might have been high too, I don't know, but he was trying to talk to the crowd, and you just could tell that he was so messed up. He shouldn't have been on the stage. It was just awful.
Yeah. I heard he cleaned himself up though too. He's like got a solo thing going now.
That's good because he was completely wrecked the night we saw him.
Yeah. I'll just say my best real quick. There's so many concerts I've been to. My two favorite bands, Zeno's both of them, but Gaslight Anthem, my favorite concert. I saw them at Asbury Park Convention Hall for a Christmas show, and Bruce Springsteen played on stage with them for a couple songs. And then my other favorite is Bouncing Souls, and I really can't even fit. Probably the first time I heard it, first concert I went to, but Rue's been to a lot of them with me. The Home for the Holiday shows are always great. So, anyway, that's what I got.
Wrap it up here. I want to go to bed.
Yeah, I didn't. We could do. Me and Z might do our own podcast about maybe the state of baseball. How does that sound, Z?
Oh, that sounds great for me.
Maybe Rue can join. I just have a lot to say about a lot of things.
Can you in like 3 sentences sum up what you were talking about the NBA and MLB? I didn't understand. Somebody said something about the NBA being better than MLB. What was the point of that tweet?
So everywhere you look, if you listen to the sports radio or on Twitter, people are talking about how baseball is dying, and I say that it's not. If you look at attendance and you look at minor leagues and baseball, you can't judge by ratings because there's 162 games. It's not mainstream, different. It's America. But I could really go on and on about it. I know it's not popular with young people, but it's because everybody's on their phones and they can't sit through a freaking inning. They can't watch a pitcher stand on the mound. They have to be constant entertainment. But that's why I need.
It's not. First of all, yeah, I'm not going to get into a big thing. It's not dying, but I do think the presentation needs to change a little bit. I don't know.
I get that, and they say they don't market their stars.
Not the ball. I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's dying. But I think the TV presentation needs to change.
Listen, I will be completely honest, and I am a diehard baseball fan.
So Buck.
A football game is a regular season football game. I will watch over a regular season baseball game any day. It's way more entertaining. Basketball playoff games, way more entertaining. But it takes a certain type of patience and understanding of that sport and to like really like it, and that's what people aren't getting. I don't know. But I don't mind that people think that basketball is more popular because TV ratings says it is. But don't tell me baseball's dying because it's not. It's just asinine.
I get that whole. I don't get that whole. I don't understand baseball. Baseball is like the simplest sport to understand. Really. The only thing that you really can't understand is if you're new to the sport, if you're just starting to watch, is like the infield fly rule. Like if you're watching a basketball game, it's like, the hell was that for? He touched him on the fingertip.
Yeah, I just think people don't have attention spans anymore, and they have to be constantly, presented with something in their face. That's all. I don't know. But like I said, I think Z and I will do a pod. A lot of stuff I want to talk about. The All-Star game, people were complaining about. Like, come on. I know. And Z, just so you know, I unfollowed every sports radio station and every sports host that I unfollowed them all because I'm not listening to any of them anymore.
Good. Unplug from.
I'll always love sports, and I always love the Sixers and the Eagles and the
So
Phils. But
we're saying they didn't like the All-Star game. I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing. It was it wasn't.
Yeah, that's what
Well,
initiated
here's
it. That's what initiated it. The shitty All-Star game.
this whole not the shitty All-Star game. I missed the All-Star game because I had the McCartney concert. There's just been a lot of talk on Twitter and sports radio about baseball's decline, and I think it's stupid. But this is my final thought, because I know it's getting late. We all love Louis C.K. The reason why I unfollowed a lot of these people and I'm choosing not to listen to sports radio, is something actually that he said, and he said, do things and be a part of things that make you happy. And I found myself listening to radio stations in the morning and the afternoon and going on Twitter and following people that I would literally get very angry, and I would not make me happy and make me very upset. And I said, why do I choose to listen to these people who are just idiots, and doesn't make me happy, so why would I listen to them? So I just said, screw it, I'm done with it. I'm not doing it anymore. So anyway, that's my final thought. Thanks for playing Jeopardy with us, guys. Congratulations to Rue. I'll pass it to Z for his final thought now.
Just to kind of piggyback off what you said, I would love to do a pod just talking about the state of baseball and some of the hot topics that are going on there today. But I think maybe it's that lull period in sports right now because you have the couple days where there's no the 4 major sports. But as for my teams, I think there's a really bright future with my favorite team, the Phillies, and they finished the All-Star break a couple games under 500, which nobody would have expected. They were projected to be the worst team in the league, and they went through a rough patch, but they're playing better, and I can't wait till they start back up on Friday because I've been so bored without the Phillies to watch at night.
Thank you, Z. Steve, your final thought?
I just want to say, thank you for having me on the show. Like I always say, baseball. I mean, it's 162 games in a year. Don't watch all the games. That's what I do. I watch the games I want to watch, and I don't watch the games I don't want to watch. Like this weekend will be the Yankees and Red Sox, and of course I will be tuning in. I don't know if I'll watch every pitch of every inning, but at least I will tune in to what I want to watch. And we'll see where the Red Sox go. They have a hell of a lineup. It's going to be an interesting second half for them. I wish they could trade Clay Buchholz, but we won't get anything for him because he is just god-awful. He is the typical, I will come out and pitch 3 really good innings and 3 really bad innings, but those 3 really bad innings, he gives up 4 or 5 runs, and the offense doesn't get with him. So,
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, Red Sox have a bright future as well with those All-Stars, the Betts and Bogarts and those guys. But all right, Root TV, your final thoughts?
I'm going to piggyback and say that the markets with hot teams are always going to have more interest than the markets with crappy teams or teams on the downside. So that's another big factor. You should probably look into maybe seeing how many teams are on the rise and look at the interest in those cities. It's probably a better telling. Because if your team sucks, nobody's going to watch. I mean,
absolutely,
that's like a known thing. Also, another reason, it's not dying, but the reason why interest is waning is the young 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds who were 10 years old 10 years ago, they're growing up in the generation of there's no way in hell they're sitting for 3 hours to watch a baseball game. It doesn't even matter if it's the best baseball game ever. They're just not sitting. They're not even watching a full music video anymore on their phones. They're watching snippets. So they have no attention span. I don't think it's everybody. I think it's just the demo that consumes the most, which is 18 to 35. More or less that the younger side of that demo has no attention span. I don't think it's everybody. But on top of that, I love the Phillies, but I have to be honest. I haven't watched as much baseball this year as I probably should, and I don't know what that reason is. Probably because the team isn't as hot as I would like it to be. But I'm not going to sit there. Like, let me just break it down. I love the Phillies. I love baseball, but I'm not going to sit there for 3 hours. I mean, not to say I don't have 3 hours and watch a baseball game when I could get a rundown of it in 15 minutes and clips on my phone in 5 minutes. That's not saying I shouldn't watch it, but I'm telling you, everybody's doing that. So
No,
I'd honestly rather go to a game than sit there for 3 hours and watch a game, even whether it's hot or not. So that's just the society we're living in. I don't think baseball's dying. It's just the society sucks. They're just like, we have no patience.
Yeah, that's completely valid. I just laugh because I harken back to a couple years ago, the Phillies put 45,000 people in that stadium, 200 straight games.
Yeah.
And, the Sixers, who are very popular, but couldn't last year fill up 15,000 for 81 games. So
it'll happen, and a lot of things. And then I gotta do one more plug, and then one thing about baseball. And a lot of things is again going back to like the 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds, that main big market that isn't buying anymore baseball. They don't remember what it was like to have the Phillies suck because they were too young. So I'm just using the Philly market. They suck now. They're like, oh, why am I going to watch this? They didn't grow up with like a shitty Terry Francona. I mean, I'll even go before that era, late 80s era, so they don't even know what it feels like to suck. You got to stick with them. So that's another thing. It's generational.
I grew up in a market, Rue. I grew up with Red Sox. My team sucked during the 90s.
Yeah, I remember.
I friggin' loved them. I loved them. I loved watching it. Every chance I could get, I could watch it with my grandfather. I could sit there at home and watch it. And I didn't. And there's a lot of games on. That's another thing. There's a whole network where there's games. You can buy packages on your cable system to watch 300 blah 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 games a night. It's just I think there's a lot more exposure to it, which is good. But when I was growing up, I was lucky if I got 2-3 games a week, if I was lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. It's been cool. I'm going to get to bed here. So thank you for joining us. We sign out with the Brawl for All theme, Rue's entrance music. So congratulations, Rue. Right on from us and from the departed Big Josh Hinkle. We'll catch you guys on the flip. Have a good night. Right on.
See you guys.